Okay. Good morning. Let's go ahead and stand up. Make sure you're near your chair or something to hold on to. Stand up nice and straight. Let's start with a posture check. Ears over your shoulders. Think of lifting your head and the top of your chest up to the ceiling. You've got strings here lifting you up. So really extending that spine. Ears over your shoulders. Shoulders, pull them back. They should be over your hips, and hips are over your knees and over the ankles. So this is good posture right here. Everybody's different. Do the best you can, and let's start marching it out. Pick those feet up off the floor. Move those arms. And remember to breathe. And most importantly, smile and have fun. Good. Let's take it to some heel digs. Get that leg out, extend. Straighten the leg, toes pointing to the ceiling. And push, pull. Push, pull. Remember, it's with purpose. Push it out like you're pushing something away, and we're bringing something in. We're pulling it in. So get those back muscles into it. Squeeze those back muscles. Think of having, as I said to another resident yesterday, think of having a lemon on your spine, and you're trying to squeeze it. Make lemonade. That's what we do when we've got lemons. Squeeze. And spread those fingers. Make a fist. Start warming up those hands and fingers. One more for each. March it out. And breathe. So when you start really moving with purpose and really getting your muscles into it, your heart rate's going to come up a little bit more. You're putting in more effort. So you're getting more out of it as well. So we're going to march for 3 and then go into a step touch. So a step touch is just stepping to the side. And then we'll switch our lead leg. So if we start with the right, it's going to look like this. 1, 2, 3, step. Good. Step 1, 2, 3 to the right. Back. 1, 2, 3. So the leg coming back starts off. Just try to follow. I'm not going to count it out. See if you can keep it going. So it's 1, 2, 3. Whoop. 1, 2, 3, and step. Good. I have to concentrate as well. We're going to do a few more. It may help on this one. 1, 2, 3 to the left. Back. 1, 2, 3 to the right. Good. 1, 2, 3 and left. Last one. 1, 3, back. Good. March it out. Deep breath in and out. Good. Roll the shoulders back a little bit. Good. Take it wide. Let's come down a little. So push those hips back just a little bit and come up. Bring the legs in. Take it wide. Bring it in. Take it wide. Bring it in. Take it wide. Bring it in. One more time, take it wide. Keep it here. Take your right hand. Just keep those legs moving. We're not stopping yet. Take your right hand. Come on up. All right, ready? We're going to reach to the side. Bring it back. Lift your elbow to the ceiling. Lift and reach. Shifting your weight. reach, reach. So feeling your sides working. 2 more. Good. Ready? And switch. And here we go. Good. 2 more. We're going to do the other side. We're going to do each one more side. Good. Ready? Here we go. Reach. Bring it back. Extend. Really try to touch. Get that arm straight. Spread those fingers. So shift in your weight. 2 more. 1, 2, and here we go. Other side. Last one. Last side. We're going to go 8. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now keep your legs wide. Take it to your hamstring curls. Bring that heel up and back. And let's get those arms going overhead a little bit. So you should be feeling it through the sides. 10. And breathe. Last one. Good. And bring it in. Should be feeling it out in the hips just a little bit. Legs have been wide a while. March it out. Stand up straight. Breathe. Let's get a nice deep breath in. And out. Good. We're going to go into our stretch in 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Deep breath in again. Reach for the ceiling, reach for the ceiling. Stretch out that midsection and down. Good. Shake it all out. Let's get our feet wide. I'm going to add mounting a couple new stretches in. And we're just going to rotate our body. Let your arms just kind of dangle from the shoulders. So I want you to turn your shoulders, your hips, come up on that back foot, pivot, and just let the arms, make sure you're not near anything where you might whack your hand. Good. All right. Now, we're just going to bend over a little bit. If you need to, you can use the chair for support with one hand. And we're going to, so whenever we do anything bent over, we always push our hips back. Pull your belly button in, hips are back. Now take your left arm, just let it dangle down from the shoulder, and we're going to do some circles. So from the side, so don't try to lift it up, just let it dangle. Good, now switch direction. Good, now staying here, we're just going to swing the arm forward and back. And breathe. Make sure your abs stay tight. Good. All right, let's do the other side. So if you need to come up, you can come back down. Make sure your hips are pushed back and you're hinged at the hips. Pull your belly button in, and we're going to circle. Make sure you're circling all the way. The whole arm is circling in the shoulder. So we're just kind of, working that shoulder joint out. Ready? And switch direction. So lubricating it, just kind of working out any stiffness. Of course, if you have any issues, if you've got any pain, just make the movement smaller. Now swing that arm. And breathe. Good. Now stand up. Hopefully you had kept your abs nice and tight the whole time. Okay. Hopefully it feels a little bit looser. Now let's roll those shoulders back. Good, and let's take it to the backstroke. Reaching, reach up and back. So if you can, try not to just, go like this. Really extend the arm, extend. Good, and shake it out. Let's circle those hands around the wrists and the other direction. And make a fist, flick it out. And make a fist, flick it out, make a fist, flick it out. One more time. Let's grab our ball real quick since we're on fingers and hands. And let's put our hands on the ball. Let's work on some of that grip strength. So let's grip. So squeeze that ball as hard as you can. Hold it. Make sure your shoulders are down. And then release. And squeeze. And release. And squeeze. And release. Good. And squeeze. Release. Squeeze one more time. And release. Good. So now just put the ball down, shake it out. Good. All right. Right leg out in front and point and flex. And circle. Circle the other direction. Good. Now, flex your foot, pushing through the heel, and give me some windshield wipers. I'm going to have to hold on to my chair here. So, turning that leg all the way up into the socket. Good. And the other side, point and flex. Good. Circle. So, making that circle with your big toe. Making sure you're not circling your leg. Switch direction. And rotate. Rotate. So again, my whole leg, all the way up to my hip socket. Good job. And just kind of shake it all out. And let's take a deep breath in and out. All right. So we're going to be really today, we have a couple exercises we're going to start with. And we're going to do a little bit more stretching, which is always good. But we're going to start with our split stance. Now, again, your split stance or split lunge is, if that's too unstable for you, always feel free to keep your legs side by side. This is your most stable position. And we're going to do a kayak motion. Now, my band is really long, so I'm going to double mine up. You can double yours up too, because it's also going to make it harder. So if you want a little bit more tension, a little bit more challenge, you can double yours up. So before we get into that split stance, what we're going to do is we're going to pretend like you've got a paddle. You're going to pull the band so you have some tension, and we activate our shoulder blades. All right, so we don't want to just use the arms because you're going to really feel it in the shoulders. You're going to feel it there anyway because of the tension. But I want you to really get those shoulder blades squeezed in back. All right, so you have some tension here. And then we're going to dig it down. So think of making a figure 8. Okay, so you take it up, dig it down like you have a paddle, and you're pulling it through the water. You take it up and you pull it down. So we're going to work, that's going to also work some rotation through the midsection, and it's going to work our balance. So that's why if you need the chair for balance, I would suggest just standing, like side by side, or you can do this seated as well. So let's start with our right foot forward, left leg back. Remember, take that left leg a little wider to give you more stability. Make sure your right knee has a bend in it, okay, and your weight is towards the heel. So we're going to do our little kayak paddling, and then we're going to stay in this position, and we're going to do an overhead press, just one arm. Then we'll switch legs and do it again. Okay, same thing, and an overhead press with the other side. So band is out in front. I want you to pull it, so you provide a little bit. It doesn't have to be really hard, but I want some tension on this, and I want you to keep the tension on this band. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, and let's start paddling. So try to get your head to follow a little bit. Make sure that your shoulders are moving. So you got your shoulders and arms moving. Bring it up and really bring it down. When you bring it down, try to pull it behind you. So now you're really getting that rotation. So you should feel a little bit of rotation through that midsection. So we're going to get lots of core today as well. And breathe. I do not know how many times that is. We'll do like 3 more on each side. 1, 2, and 3. Good. Now stay in this position. Take a deep breath in. Take the band in your right hand. Wrap it once around. You're going to take that band to your right hip. Grab the band with your left. There should be no slack right here, so it should not look like this. Okay? Grab the band. Take your hand right to your shoulder, right in front of your chest. And this is what it should look like. It doesn't have to be tight here, but you should have no slack. Now we're going to press it up. Now, if you want more resistance, you can grab the band further down. Or if it's too hard, you can you can give yourself more band to work with. Press it up. And breathe. Make sure, check your stance. Is your knee forward over the laces? Do you have a slight bend? Are you keeping weight towards the heel? 5 more. 5, 4, breathe. 3, 2, 1. Now something else is a lot of times I see people when they press up, they bring their hand all the way down. No. When you press it up, I want you to bring it right back to in front of your shoulder, keeping some tension on this band. So and also you have so much further you have to lift. So let's shake it out. Shake it out. Probably feeling it in that left leg a little bit, and let's switch. So left leg goes forward, right leg is back. Have a little bend in that forward knee, and we're going to start with our little kayak or paddling. Standing up nice and straight. Remember to breathe. Pull the band slightly, create some tension. Squeeze your shoulder blades. I want you to hold those shoulder blades. There. Ready? Let's take it down. Remember, pull it back as far as you can. Take it up, pull it back. So don't just dip it down. Just don't go side to side. I want you to pull it back. Like you're really paddling through the water. Because when you put your paddle or oar into the water, you have to pull it back so that you move forward. Good. Pull it down and back, and then up, down and back. Get your head following. Get your shoulders turning as well. So I know this is challenging on the balance. It is challenging. Let's do 2 more on each side. 1 and 2. Good. Now stay in this position. Take the band in your left hand and wrap it around. And take your hand to your hip. Make sure you've got a little bend in your left knee. That knee is pointing over your laces, and you have weight towards the heel. So remember, you want to take your hand towards the front of your shoulder. No slack here. And bring your hand back to your shoulder, keeping a little bit of tension on the band. Ready? Let's press it up. And I challenge you to make it just a little bit harder. And breathe. Now, if you have shoulder issues, just go where you can. You know, the motto is do what you can. 2 more. 1 and 2. Good. All right. Let's put that band down. If you need water, you can get a sip of water. And kind of just roll those shoulders back. And we're actually going to come down to the chair and sit down and do some stretches. So we're going to do a slow sit for 10 seconds. And we're going to stop and hold for 10 seconds. So you're going to have to listen for me to say stop, and then we're going to count to 10, and then we'll continue down from there. So, ready? Hips back. 10, 9, 8, 7. Hold. 10, 9, 8. Abs tight. 7. Breathe. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You should be right at the chair. Good. No plopping in this class. And when you're on your own, remember, try not to just plop down into a chair. All right. Let's sit a little forward in our chair. We're going to do a little spinal mobility, a little cat and cow in our chair. So to do our cow, we're sitting up straight. I want you to pull your belly button into your spine and then try to push your back to the back of the chair. So it's going to look like this. Okay? So my belly button's pulled in. I'm pushing my spine backwards. My arms are forward. I'm reaching. Spread your fingers. Now we're going to come up and we're going to push the belly forward a little bit, and we're going to pull those arms back, squeeze those back muscles. Good. Let's do it again. Pull your belly button in. Push your spine to the back of the chair, reaching forward. Make sure your shoulders are not shrugged. Drop your shoulders. Drop. Good. Come up and push your belly forward. Pull your arms back, squeeze those back muscles. Remember, you got a lemon back there. And we're going to do it one more time. And actually, we're going to do it 2 more times. We'll do it 4 times. Push, belly is tight, come up, pull those arms back. Good. And reach forward. Spread your fingers. Drop your shoulders and bring it up. Make a fist. Pull it in. Squeeze. Good. And just kind of shake it out. Take a deep breath in and out. Good. Let's open up that chest. So hopefully you're on a chair where you can grab. If you're in an easy chair, that could be difficult. You might have to grab the back of the chair arms. But let's grab, you can grab the bottom of the seat, or you can grab the chair, the railings. I guess that's what they're called. But make sure your shoulders are down, and we still want to stay forward in our chair. So remember, in this class, only a few times do we sit all the way back. We always want you forward, upright, arms tucked in off the chair arms, using our core muscles to support us. So we're going to grab behind us, shoulders down, and we're just going to hinge forward. So let your body kind of fall forward. We don't want to just bend forward. Your eyes should stay forward. So your eyes should be looking forward. If your head is bent, if your back is bent, your head is bent, then you're looking down at your feet and your legs. You just want to lean forward. You're going to feel a stretch down the arms and the shoulders, the front of the chest, and just lift up a little bit. Good. Come on up. Now, hold the bottom of the right side of the chair. If that's hard, wherever you are, if you need to, if you can grab something underneath. Hopefully you have a chair at home where you can grab a chair leg or you can get the seat. And we're going to lean over. So I want you, when we do this, don't let your right hip pop up. You're keeping that right hip down in the chair and you're leaning to the side. Oh my, I feel a nice stretch down my neck, down the side of my neck, into the tops of my shoulders. And so now just turn slowly and look down at the floor. Good. Bring your head back to center and come up. Good. Drop your left ear towards the shoulder. Remember, the shoulder stays down, and then lean to the side again. Try to get in touch with your body. Say to yourself, where am I feeling this? Kind of take stock of where you're feeling things. All right, let's do the other side. So other hand grabs the bottom of the chair. We're going to lean to the side first. Again, you're keeping your left hip down in the chair. Don't let it pop up. Eyes are forward here to start. And now just turn and look at the floor. Ooh, feel this in my neck. And eyes back to center. Come on up. Let's drop our right ear to the shoulder. And then lean again. Keep that left hip in the chair. Keep that left hip down. Good. And come on up. All right. Arms are out to the side. Drop your shoulders. Arms out to the side. Let's turn our right palm down and left palm up. Good. Look down your left arm and extend your arms. Try not to, or check yourself. Are you like this? Bring your arms out, extend. Now turn to the right, turn your right palm up and your left palm down. Extend those arms, drop your shoulders. And look left, flip your hands. So left palm up, right palm down. So getting a little coordination in there, a little mental stimulation. And turn to the right and flip the palms. Right palm should be up, left palm down. Good, and back to center and shake it out. All right, let's take a deep breath in and out. So let's get our ball. And actually, we're not going to use it between the knees. We're going to do our sit and stands. But as you stand, we're going to press the ball out. Okay? But I want you, since you're not going to have the ball, I want you to try to keep those knees forward over the laces. So when you come up, what I mean is I don't want you pushing your knees in and using them to come up. Your knees need to stay straight ahead. Okay? If you need to use the chair to come up, then you can do it maybe with, both hands, just hold the ball in one hand, or you can also just use the ball this way and use your arms. Okay, so a few different options. Let's take the ball in our hands, sit on the edge of your seat, and stand, and we're going to push that ball out. And sit down. Good. And come up, all the way up. Remember, no plopping. Sit down with control. And up. And up. And up. Good job. And up. Hot seat. You didn't think I'd do that with the ball, did you? And last one. Good. All right. So put the ball down. And let's get to the side of our chair. or behind your chair. The first one we're going to do is a 3-point leg lift, which means that we're going to lift to the front, then lift to the side, then lift it back. Now, when you lift it back, I don't want you leaning forward because all you're doing there is using your body to get your leg behind you. So when we lift back, we stay up straight and it's a small movement. And we're using our glutes to lift the leg, okay? So stand up nice and straight, starting with that left leg. And we're gonna lift it up, good. Down, out to the side. Now back, remember, use the glutes, squeeze. Good, forward and side and back, squeeze. Point your toes. Toes forward here. Flex the foot, now point the toes back and point. Flex the foot, lift with the heel. Point your toes, so it's a point, flex, point. Point. Flex, point. Make sure you're using those glutes. Point, take a break if you need one, and back. Nice. Point, breathe, lift, and back. Good. Point, lift, back. Good. Point, flex, point. Point, flex. I don't know what number we're on. Let's do 3 more. Point. Again, I know this is hard on that right leg, so if you need to stop, shake it out, then just come back in and join us. Flex. Good. Point. What did I say? We're doing 3 more. Point. Flex. Lift. Good. And here's our last one. Good. And point. Woo. Shake it out. Deep breath in and out. Good. Shake it out a little bit more. Just kind of wiggle those hips around. You can pat the sides. Good. All right. Well, that left leg is going to get it now anyway. So if you need to switch sides, same thing. Point, flex. When you lift your leg out to the side, try to think of lifting with the heel first. That's going to keep your foot from rotating. A lot of people have tightness, and so when they lift their leg to the side, you should be able to see that my foot kind of rotates. We want to keep our toes going straight ahead. So really think of that as you're lifting your leg and you're using those hip muscles, okay? All right, here we go. Point, heel, and point. Squeeze the glutes. Point, heel, and point. Point, heel, point. Squeeze, point, lift, and point. Good. Point. Flex the foot and really try to keep your body, your upper body from moving too much. Keep it upright. You don't want it tilting forward and back and to the side. Good. Point. Lift. Back. Good. Point. Lift. Point. Good. We'll do 4 more. 4. Point. Heel. 3. Point. Heel. Point. 2. Point. 1. Good. I think I did. I'm trying to give you the cues so I don't count very well when I'm having to think as well. All right. We're going to go back onto that right leg as our stable leg. You can get to the side of your chair or you can get in front of your chair. We're going to do a single leg squat. So one leg, same thing as a regular squat. When you're standing, your hips are going to go back. As if you're sitting, I'm sitting in a chair or there's a wall behind me and I'm trying to touch the wall with my bum, okay? Knees needs to stay forward, okay? So let's start with that right leg and let's go back. Good, and up. Make sure when you come up, you're pushing that foot into the ground as hard as you can. And breathe. Abs tight right here. Nice job. 5 more, then we do the other leg, then we stretch. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And shake. Okay, let's do the other side, and then we can get on with our stretching. Just shake that leg out. Same thing, stand up straight, and hips go back. And stand all the way up. So we don't want to do like a little just coming up and down. We want all the way up so that you're standing straight and push that foot into the floor. And breathe. Breathe. 5 more. And you may find, or you may notice a difference between your legs, the strength, the balance, and that's common. 2 more. 1. And 2. Good. Shake it out. Let's take a deep breath in and out. All right. So we're going to start in the back of our chair with a couple stretches. So stepping, make sure you're not right behind your chair. Take a step back. Hands are on the chair. And we're going to push our hips forward to the chair. So this is just going to kind of help stretch out a little bit the front of the body. A little bit back. Now make sure if you're on a floor that you're pushing down on the chair because it may slide. So make sure you're not, with your hands, you're not pushing it forward. So just push down on it a little bit. And also in the studio, you could use the bar. So you could do the same thing with the bar as you are with the chair. Now we're going to go back. We're going to push our hips back, come up on our heels, and just come down, hinging at the hips. Come over a little bit, lift your toes off the ground, you're back on your heels. You're going to feel that nice stretch down the back of your legs. And let's come back up again and go forward. So lift that chest. And breathe. Shoulders are down and relaxed. Good. And go back. Good. And come up. Nice job. All right. Let's get the front of those hips a little bit more again. So you can keep your legs on the ground. Take your left leg back and push. We're going to push this hip forward. Or, losing everything here. You can take your left leg or your right leg up, left leg back. Stay up nice and straight and push forward. You see how I can really get that hip pushed forward. If you can't get your leg up there, that's okay. Keep it down on the floor. But you're still going to have your left leg back. Your right knee is straight. And you want to make sure that you do not push this knee past the tops of your toes. And it's important to keep your body upright, nice and straight. So pull yourself up. If you're not sure or you're not feeling that stretch, you can even hinge back slightly as you push forward. So you're pushing forward, breathe, good, and switch. So if you're down on the floor, if your legs are down on the floor, you're just going to switch like this. And you're just going to push that hip forward. Same thing, if you've got the chair, you want to use the chair, just going to push forward. So the hips in this position tend to kind of go down and forward a little bit. But again, it's important to keep that body up. You can even slightly hinge back, and you're going to really feel that stretch get a little bit deeper. And breathe. Good, and relax. Let's come around to the chair, and we're going to sit down slowly, of course, and sit on the edge of our seat. We're going to get our strap. Let's take that right leg out in front and put that strap underneath the ball of the foot. Sit up straight and pull those toes towards you. Good, now you're feeling it in the calf. So this is the back of your lower leg. And let's take a deep breath in and exhale and come forward. Now remember, you want to keep pulling your toes towards you. And breathe. Good. Relax. Shake it out. Take it back out again. Sit up straight. Deep breath in. Pull those toes. And breathe. And let's come forward. Keep pulling your toes. I'm sorry. If you want, you can also take one arm across to the other side. You could have used your other arm. And relax. Let's lift this foot up, ankle up onto the top of the thigh. And now if that's hard for you to do, you can just put your ankle down below and take that strap off. Sit up straight. Use your right elbow. You can just press down a little bit. You're going to feel that stretch get a little bit more intense on the side of that right leg and that hip area into the IT band a tad. And I want you to lead with the chest and just hinge forward ever so slightly. Good. Now, if you can, you're going to grab this knee and you're going to pull it towards the left shoulder. Also taking that left shoulder towards the knee. So we're trying to get into your glute area a little bit more, into the piriformis. All right, let's switch legs. Strap goes underneath the ball of the foot. And pull those toes towards you. Good. Should be feeling a nice stretch in the bottom of that lower leg, in the back of that lower leg. Deep breath in. And exhale. You can reach with the left hand. And relax. Good. Shake it out a little bit. And take it back out. Sit up straight. Pull the toes towards you. And deep breath in. And hinge forward and reach across with that right hand. Good. Now bring that ankle up onto the thigh. Again, you can keep your ankle down on top of your shin. And use that left elbow to just put a little bit, if you want a pressure here, to just get a little bit more open in that hip. You're going to feel a little stretch in the inner thighs. Lead with the chest. Now, if you've had a hip replacement, you don't want to do this, I'm sure. You know that. Good. And now take the knee and bring it over to the right shoulder. And breathe. Good. Let's take those legs out to the side, staying on the edge of our seat. Press those legs open a little bit more. And relax. And press them open. And relax. One more time, press them open. You should be feeling a stretch in those inner thighs. Good. Shoulders are down, sit up straight, cross your arms, deep breath in. Exhale, come forward. And up, inhale up, pull that belly button in, and exhale down. And inhale up, and exhale down. Inhale up, good. And bring those legs back together. Sit up straight, shoulders down. Deep breath in. And exhale. One more time, deep breath in. And exhale. And last one. Deep breath in, long deep breath in through the nose. Keep the shoulders down and exhale. Thank you so much for being with me. Have a great rest of the day. Thank you.